Reinventing Global Jaya's school ICT program is in direct collaboration with the following committee members. Global Jaya's Executive Director, Ibu Lin Lin, Head of School, Mr. Corey Carson, Secondary Principal, Mr. Steve Kiss, Primary Principal, Ms. Sarah Vertiger, Technologies Director, Mr. Dan Carr, Teacher Representative, Ms. Tina Carr, and PTA President, Ibu Melvi. Is Global Jaya ready for the 21st century student? To support this at Global Jaya, we have created a vision and mission for each student's ICT program. The purpose of the ICT program is to assist the students learning to be creative problem solvers with a broad perspective of the world around them. Students are encouraged to utilize ICT resources as a means of equipping themselves to participate in international community as members and leaders. The vision of the ICT program is also in connection with the mission. We want to provide students with experiences through which knowledge and skills necessary are encouraged to create problem solvers. ICT also is meant to cater to individual learner needs and a range of learning styles. To do this, we have created 3 goals. The first goal is Wi-Fi routers and network updates. The goal is to update the Wi-Fi routers and increase the number of school routers with new software in order to eliminate the dead zones that are in the school. Strategies to support Wi-Fi and cable upgrades include approving the budget and installing the equipment. The new Aruba network with fiber optic cables are meant to enhance all network access through all administration buildings, including the primary and secondary department. Consequently, to install the equipment, we need an outside provider that will provide us with ongoing support to support our ICT needs. How will this impact student achievement? Student achievement is directly connected to a blended learning environment, which is reliable upon Wi-Fi and connection to support student agency and for students to take responsibility for their learning. Not only this, but students are connected to collaboration, research, and communication through the router access. Wi-Fi and broadband speed impacts the student's ability to research, collaborate, communicate, and socialize with their peers. Within a large school, having reliable Wi-Fi and connection can support a blended learning environment and student agencies to take responsibility for their learning. Educators who are implementing learning environments that are blended must have reliable access and network. The second goal is a one-to-one learning environment. This is when a one-to-one computer-supported learning environment to access computers for each student and each teacher. How will this impact student learning and achievement? What strategies are in place to support this? Strategies to support Wi-Fi and cable upgrades. The second goal is a one-to-one learning environment. This goal is supported to give access to each teacher and student for all time. To support this goal, strategies are in place. The strategies include a school-wide ICT plan, a whole school tech integration plan, and an ICT request proposal. How will this impact student learning? Student achievement is directly connected to the rationale of having a one-to-one device. We see this most importantly through the IBO World Skills, Standards, and Practices. Schools must have technology to facilitate effective communication with the IB community and to ensure current resources that support engagement both with the local, national, and within global context. So research supports one-to-one effort to support student learning, innovation, and inquiry. The third goal is to implement Google Suites. The goal to implement Google Suites is supported by the interconnectedness of student achievement throughout the whole school. The strategies include professional development and student leadership. We must have educators and students prepared for this change. To do this, we will need to collaborate and communicate effectively. and creatively in order to meet all learners' needs. The rationale to support this is that in the 21st century, students are becoming more time poor. One popular approach is to create the blended learning environment, where face-to-face communication provides online learning environment and activities. Google Apps for Education is one of those platforms that will support a blended learning environment. How will this impact student achievement? The impact of student achievement is most notably found with the opportunity to actively practice 21st century skills for our students, which include collaboration, communication, connectiveness, and so on. The empirical data shown in the study by Heggert and Hugh was part to explore the efficacy of the online technology program in order to promote student voice and engagement. Within the study, we discovered that the influence of GAF might influence future pedagogies by increasing student participation and learning environment in order to improve classroom dynamics. What 21st century learning skills are addressed by implementing new projects for the ICT department? Within the router upgrade, we find that the 21st century skills needed for this that will be enhanced are collaboration, communication, and technology. Within the one-to-one learning device, we find that critical thinking skills, creative and innovative entrepreneurship, computer and digital technologies are among the most important 21st century skills that one-to-one device provides for. And lastly, within Google Suites. 21st century skills that are developed through this process are creativity, communication, and collaboration. These upgrades are essential for our students to become 21st century learners. Research supports this and approves the one-to-one device by stating that 77.5% of educators believe that there were improvements in their 4 C's, which is communication, collaboration, creativity, and connection, as a result of introducing one-to-one technology, which includes laptops, tablets, or iPads. Research also supports using Google Suites as a form to support 21st century learning. Google Apps for Education, or GAF, is an online educational platform that supports blended learning, as I mentioned before, and the empirical data shows that it does increase student participation and improves classroom learning environments.